talk about some postural taping techniques that can be done with Kinesio tape. The most important thing about improving your posture is it'll also help decrease some of that pain you might be feeling. The tape can be used as like a feedback. So necessarily if you're rounded in the shoulders and you put tape on your back, it talks to your brain to activate the muscles in the back, stand up straighter. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over some static assessments that can be done to kind of figure out where you should place your tape when you're treating yourself or even a friend of yours. Okay, now for the static assessment. So for the first thing you want to do is look at the frontal plane, which will be looking at the side of yourself in a mirror or even a colleague of yours. And what you want to do is you want to look for any forward or backward postural faults. So if you're slunched forward, or even if you're kind of hanging back like this, look at the shoulders and also look at the pelvis, because that will kind of give you an idea of straight up and down posture. The second is what you want to look at the sagittal plane. Sagittal plane is straight up ahead. You want to see if there's kind of like a tilt, maybe this way or this way. You kind of see where you need to place your tape based on your assessment. And then finally is the transverse plane that you want to look at during your assessment. And this is any rotational deficiencies, like maybe like a rotated hip, or like kind of like this, or kind of like this. It all depends on your assessment to where you want to place your tape. So that was the assessment. Now we'll go over the taping rules. Now that you have your assessment done, you want to kind of place the body part in the position that you want and then place the tape down. So say I'm standing up and I have a hunched over posture. You're going to want to put the posture almost in the complete opposite, so more overextended, and then place the tape, because then when the person goes back to normal position, they kind of feel that tape tugging and it won't let them lean forward. So you're going to want to place the body part in the position that you want, and then also you're going to want to place it along the body part to help facilitate it. So you're going to want to take almost the tape from the top and go all the way down to the hips, kind of get that whole area. And so we'll go into some demonstrations of how to tape for rounded shoulders, how to tape for some pelvic tilt faults, and also how to do some spiral taping on the arms to make sure that you're not rounded this way either. So the demonstrations are next. All right, now we're gonna start taping for some rounded shoulders. What we're gonna do is take 2 strips of tape, and we're gonna want to put the person into almost like an overextended position instead of a normal posture, because this tape will kind of tell the brain that they can't really round anymore. So you're gonna take 1 piece of tape. Here, hold this piece. And you're gonna take the edge, and you're going to want to kind of pull your shoulders down and back. So now that her shoulders are down and back, you're gonna want to place it, this first part, in front of the shoulder. So like right about here. So in front of the shoulder, just like this. And so now, not stretching the tape, you're just gonna kind of go down and back, kind of with the shoulder blades, like this. And then you're gonna take your paper, kind of rub it. And then you're going to repeat on the other side. Make sure it's down and back. Place in front of the shoulder. And you're just gonna follow it down and back. And then rub it. And so now when she tries to round the shoulders, that tape kind of tells her that she can't go very far. Now we're going to do some spiral taping of the upper extremity to kind of help with more rounded shoulders. So whenever you see a person with their thumbs kind of pointed inward, take a step back a little bit, pointed inward like this, then they might need this kind of tape. So you're going to take one long strip of tape, and how I measured it is just go from the palm and just wrap it around the arm all the way up to the shoulder, and then you're going to take the end of it and you're going to anchor it. Once again, this is no stretch. You're going to place it kind of at the palm, so just right here. And now I need you to stand like this, but with the palm facing out like that, just like this. And then you're going to follow it kind of up and a spiral, palm facing up. Spiral it. Spiral. And then it should end up at the shoulder. And you're gonna take the tape once again and just kind of rub it a little bit, get the sticky. And so now it's preventing her thumb from going inward by holding her thumb straight ahead. And so you can even do it to the opposite side if you see someone with thumbs pointed on both sides. So that is how you tape for rounded shoulders. All right, now we're gonna start taping for some pelvic tilt issues. So right now she has the anterior pelvic tilt, and we're gonna tape it to kind of reverse the anterior pelvic tilt. So just go a little bit, there you go, right there. So now we're gonna put her in a little bit of a posterior pelvic tilt. And what you're gonna do is take one long strip of tape, take just the anchor, kind of place it down at the pelvis, like that. So now you anchored it right on the pelvis. And then you're gonna just follow it around. So you can go up, and go on this side. So you're gonna follow it around, and kind of go up at an angle. And then you're gonna take your strip and go like this. Then take the other piece of tape. You're gonna need two pieces of tape and repeat on the other side. So I'll show you once I do it. We're gonna place it right about here. And then you're gonna follow it around. And then you're gonna take your strip and rub it. And so now what you're looking at is, if you turn this way, see how it's kind of pulling the pelvis up and back. So now if she tries to do an anterior pelvic tilt, this tape kind of stops her a little bit. Thank you for watching another video about postural taping techniques. I hope you learned a lot in this video. And in the next video, I will go over some diaphragmatic taping techniques to help improve some breathing mechanics. So I look forward to talking to you then. Thank you.